My name's Eoin Murphy. I study physics at UCC and I now lead a team of analysts at Riot Games in Dublin. Yeah, so I guess I've always been a lifelong gamer, but I've also loved problem solving. And this was a kind of unique opportunity for me to combine the skills of like problem solving and like maths and things and the skills that I learned during my physics degree and apply it to an industry that I'm passionate about. So we're part of the EMEA Insights team. So the goal for Insights is to help the senior decision makers to make data-informed decisions. So as a company, one of our values is player experience first. So it's very important for us to understand the voice of the player, and that's what we represent, either through researchers on the Insights team who are sending out surveys or doing focus groups with players, or analysts like me who are crunching the numbers, doing the statistical analysis and better understanding what players want. That's an important part of all physics degrees. It's from the very beginning you're taught how to frame a problem, how to think about it, figure out a solution and get there in the end. And that's been completely integral to my role here and in past roles as well. And then I think another thing that I learned as part of the undergraduate in physics and the PhD is how to like sit down and learn by myself. So that's something that's instilled in you in the physics degree in UCC. And when I finished my PhD and I got my first job in industry, I got my job as a data scientist. And I knew very little about data science. Like most of the skills and the technologies I use today, I had to learn by myself afterwards. But like the degree of physics in UCC kind of set me up for success there. No, I've loved physics. And I always enjoyed the kind of STEM subjects in university. But then when I was thinking about what I wanted to do for my undergraduate, I knew I wanted to do physics, but I also love space, so I wanted to do like astronomy or astrophysics as well. So I looked around and I looked at some of the other courses like that available in Ireland and further afield. But one thing that was very important to me was that while doing that course, that I wasn't going to only look at astronomy or only look at astrophysics, and at the end of it be in a position where I was kind of restricted in my options for postgraduate work. So when I found out about the UCC course in astrophysics, where at least when I did it, for the first 2 years, you were in the same main physics class with everyone else. And even in the following years, where you're doing a little more of the astrophysics, you're still focused on learning the fundamentals of the other subjects. It meant that at the end of it, I didn't feel as though I had in any way had a negative impact in my prospects. And yeah, I'm glad that worked out. It may not surprise you, but I like playing games. And especially I like playing like tabletop board games. I think there's something magical about sitting around a table with your friends and playing a game. So I was a very active member of the UCC Warp Society, the Wargaming and Role-Playing Society, and I made a lot of lifelong friends there. And when I think it's some of my happiest memories of UCC, it's a combination of my physics classmates, but also the people I met in that society. I think for so many of the subjects you might do in university, you're kind of put in a box at the end of it regarding where you could work, while the skills you'll learn as part of a physics degree, you know, that core competencies in maths and stats and in problem solving will help you anywhere. So if you're fortunate, you'll be able to combine like that skill set with something you're passionate about, like I was able to do.